Hey guys, you get my face and I get my notes, which means this is a serious video. I've tried filming this multiple times. Each time I am just awkward. So we're gonna try to go through this one take, one time, technically not one take. We're gonna power through this, guys. First off, you know I'm not a professional. I never know where to look. I'm always moving my hands weird. I have weird vocal cadences. I say and like a lot. I will be looking down because of my notes. I'm sorry. I do my best. I'm not a professional. I just pretend to be one. I also think I'm way too funny. So before I say anything, I do want to thank all of the people who support me. And this might not be anything that's big to anybody other than me. I'm probably overthinking it all, right? But you guys have become my little community online. And it's unreal that anybody likes me enough to watch my videos, let alone support me. So thank you. Sincerely, thank you. I appreciate it all. It means the world to me. I don't know what else to say. But thank you. Try not to ramble, and that part always gets me emotional because I'm so grateful for it. But okay, thank you. Move on. So I wanted to talk about Divination and Daisies, where we are now, I guess kind of where we came from that led us to where we are now, and what I want for it in the future. When I first started Divination and Daisies, it was very much just something I did for fun. I've always been interested in divination, but it was a way for me to track my progress. And, you know, obviously I hoped some other people would be interested, but even if nobody else was interested, it was a way for me to express one of my hobbies, right? Pretty much my only hobby, let's be real. So I'm ashamed with how inconsistent I've been. I really am. That's something I don't like that I've done. I don't like that it's something I continue to do. And instead of just disliking it, this is me publicly saying I am going to fix it. Believe it or not, every single day since my channels were made, I don't post more than I do post, but every single day I think about Divination and Daisies. I really do. I love it so much. And it means so much to me. But with it being a fun hobby, whenever something happens in life that is more serious and requires a lot of attention, hobbies are the first thing that I start neglecting. And over the last 2 years, I've had quite a few significant life changes that have had me in the position where I needed to make a whole new normal. And even while I was getting used to that new routine, it takes up so much brain power, at least for me, that I haven't had time for hobbies. If you see me post, you know things are great. I've been really overwhelmed a lot lately with various things, and that's life. Life's full of challenges, right? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be stressful. But I am at a point now where I'm handling my overwhelm a lot better. and I can finally give you guys the next step of energy and investment and just really move you guys from like a fun hobby to a legitimate top tier priority, which I'm so excited. That sounds so selfish to say that it wasn't, but I want to be totally honest here. Basically, like I said, every single day I think about Divination and Daisies, and I'm sick of thinking about it in terms of I regret not posting. I regret being so wishy-washy with it. Going forward, I'm going to start thinking about how much I love it, how grateful I am, and what I'm going to do that day and the next day to, I guess, grow it. So I am sorry that I've been so inconsistent. And like I said, maybe nobody cares, but at the very least, I care. I don't want to do that to you guys. I don't want to be that flaky person. So I'm sorry. Let's bring up where I want this to go. I want to be able to not only produce consistent content for you guys, but I really want to up my quality. That's going to be one of my goals going into November. And that means learning to film better, learning lighting, and whatever this whole thing is. I want to have a true dedicated setup for my divination. I even bought a microphone. I have a microphone coming. That's investment right there. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how high quality it is, but it had a lot of reviews on Amazon, a lot of positive reviews. Honestly, a lot of this is probably going to be just getting out there, getting it done. Maybe the card pull today was for me, just not thinking about it so much and just doing it. So we're probably going to be getting a lot of new ideas being thrown out, and I'm expecting to have to change them a lot as we go, but I don't care anymore. Like, let's get it started. Maybe this card pull was not just for me, but I think there's a reason I was called to do this card pull. Anyway, what am I thinking about? I really want to start utilizing my different social medias. I started getting into this because I would see like the long form content creators on YouTube doing, I would mostly watch tarot. And they would of course have some oracle thrown in, but it was mostly tarot. And I love that. So I want to use YouTube for more long form content. I want to post spreads. I want to do, and of course, like my daily polls and things like that. That's nothing I'm talking about is me getting rid of my single card pulls. But I want to do more long form content, like actual spreads and, those videos where there are maybe 3 or 4 items and you pick one and it's more of a tailored reading to that group. I just really want to get more in depth. My goal is to post at least 3 long form videos a week. I'm not going to pretend I'm going to be perfect about doing that. It's probably going to be something I work up to, but that's my goal. I would love to get more, minimum 3 long form videos a week. And I think by long form, I don't know the true definition, but I'm talking at least 30 minutes, like a longer pull. I also really want to get into, like medium pulls, keep my short pulls, do different types of short pulls. Something that I do, and the reason I call myself a spiritual guidance diviner is because I use multiple tools, multiple forms of divination, and I really want to lean into that. I want to showcase what that looks like, because I know there are people out there who use different mediums, and I just want to show you, give you some ideas. Maybe this is how you can incorporate it into your practice, or even if it's just showing you what it's like. I want to show you guys. I want to be more transparent with what it is I actually do, because I do readings in real life. Ever since I moved, I've gotten a lot. I haven't been actively searching for clients, but I do readings in real life. Like, it is not my main job by any means, but it's something I do. I'm going to start acting like it. But yeah, so YouTube, I really want to start adding a lot more long form content. TikTok, I really want to make that more of a fun, I kind of want to do a little bit silly, nothing major, nothing too out there, but just have a lot more fun. And with Instagram, I really want to take that to be more behind the scenes, actual work related, whether it's in real life or making content. That's not a job, but work, spiritual work. Everything I do on all three of those platforms, everything I post in general, period, it is going to be divination related. I'm not looking to do anything to stray from that content. I think YouTube is going to pretty much only be polls, whereas the other two are going to be more behind the scenes, more fun, a little different, a little more real life, go into different topics. So if that sounds good to you, feel free to go over to my Instagram or my TikTok once in a while. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay too. All three platforms, it's Divination and Daisies, just like it's spelled here. So that's going to be my goal. And again, this is going to be evolving with us. We're going to see where it leads. We'll tweak it as we need, but that's my goal. I want to start really utilizing all of my channels instead of just doing the exact same thing for all. That being said, anything super short form, like reading wise, will be posted on all three. That is not going to change. End of story. The daily polls, you'll always get an oracle card pull on all three. So even if you don't follow me there, if you follow me here, you'll get it. That's not changing. Something I would like to do is explore other tools instead of just oracles. Maybe let's do a daily charm pull once in a while, or a tea leaf reading, or a tarot pull. I started thinking about scrying, and scrying hurts my brain. That pulled me out of it I'm so sorry. Bibliomancy, whatever. Like, let's explore some other tools that I use and do daily readings off of those. Something else, like I said before, I really want to drive it clear that I want to focus on more multi-tool sessions, because that is what I do in real life, and that is the reason I call myself a spiritual guidance diviner and not a card reader or a charmer. I do consider myself those things, but that's not how I introduce myself to people. I'm a spiritual guidance diviner. Something that I do want your feedback on is, well, I guess two things. If there's anything you specifically want to see to improve the quality of my videos, I do ask, please be nice. I'm a very sensitive soul, but I want to make them better. And, some feedback, constructive criticism. Is there something I can do specifically that would make them better to watch for you? Second thing I'm really curious about is, what sort of things do you want to see? like I said, YouTube is probably going to be mostly, if not entirely, readings. But if there are other things you want to see, maybe I could throw them in the shorts, or again, I could post on Instagram or TikTok. I came up with a few ideas. I don't know if they resonate with anybody, but I would like to do things other than just the readings. A lot of the people I watch stick to just their readings, and I love watching it so much, but I don't see many people who approach it from a generalized divination aspect, in addition to the readings. So I really want to play with that. I'm being called to try new things. Again, this is not going to take away from my card pulls when I get into doing more long form readings. This is an addition. This is not instead of, unless you guys really wanted it instead of, but that's a future discussion. So a while ago, I posted a travel video. I think it got 1 view from myself, but a lot of people, as of right now, I post divination videos, so it was definitely out there. But I loved making it. And even if I just keep that to TikTok or not YouTube, Instagram, I would love to make more videos like that. So, you know, things just that come up in my daily life regarding divination, whether it is traveling with my tools or getting a new deck or getting a new pendulum, whatever, how and where I buy my charms, which I want to say, I have had that request to talk about charms. Somebody did request that. I want to say almost 2 years ago. I don't know if you're watching. I will tag you. I believe, I don't remember if it was on TikTok or Instagram, but I will tag you when I put up this video. I leave charms out. I have left charms out for 2 years. I think 2, since you've left that comment. I know I haven't done it, but I have left charms out because I have not forgotten you. I have not forgotten what you want, and I will do it. I promise. I will tag you when I do. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't forget about you guys. Like, you're always on my mind. That feels really good to say. I love that. I really do. Focus. So is that, do you want to see when I get new tools in, or do you want to see one of my setups? Do you want to see what it's like with a client and an in-person client with me? I can't film a real session, of course, but I do have somebody I can bribe to help me. They may not want to be on camera, but it can kind of be a mock setup. I can do that if you're interested. If you want to know how I bond with my decks, or I say decks because I have a problem with oracle decks. I have too many. You know, how do I cleanse my space? How do I cleanse my tools? What do I do? Personal readings. You know, what's my routine to set up for a reading? One of my cats are trying to say hi. Maybe both of them. You know, do you want me to like review different tools? Do you want me to do more behind the scenes? If there's anything you want to see or you're interested in, let me know. I'm always happy to take suggestions, and if it's something we can feasibly do, sure, let's try it. I want this to be entertaining for you. Yeah, like setups, personal, professional. Those are the main things. I could do deep dives into different specific tools. Those are some of my ideas. If you have anything different, let me know. I'm happy to listen to it. I love divination. I love talking about divination. I love doing divination. So if it's something you're interested in seeing, there's a weird shadow on my face. I'm hoping it's a shadow and not ink. Whatever. So if it's something you want to see, please tell me. I'm open to it. That being said, if you want to, if you did watch this far, thank you. I'm so grateful for, I know it sounds silly because it's not a huge community. My platforms aren't, big, but the fact that there are people who watch me and like me enough to follow me or like a video, like, that is incredible to me. And I don't think I can express how much I love that and how inspired that makes me to keep doing content. So I'm very grateful for you. I'm grateful for all the fun times that Divination and Daisies has brought me, and I'm hoping, let's grow this thing, let's make more, let's really see this thing shine. So if you want to, feel free to message me. Like I said, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Across all three, it's Divination and Daisies. Feel free to leave a comment about what you'd like to see. You can message me, whatever is easiest for you. If you want to go follow me on the other platforms, feel free. I'm not going to make you make your own choices. It would be cool. It's not necessary. I don't know why I didn't plan anything in terms of what to say at the very end, but I didn't. So you're gonna get me. That's all I wanted to talk about. It's a longer video and I'm sorry, but I wanted to thank you guys. I wanted to apologize and wanted to hold myself accountable so I can. I'm in the headspace. I want to grow Divination and Daisies and not only grow my readings, but also I hope people are interested, but if not, that's totally fine. But if anybody is interested in different types of content, I want to grow the topics that I show. Again, I do want to keep everything divination related, at the very least spirituality related. So that could be stories, that could be anything about the tools, that could be my practices, getting myself grounded and ready to perform a divination session on myself, for social media, for a client, whatever. Thanks for watching. It really does mean a lot. No, it really does. I'm laughing because I'm awkward. So yeah, without dragging it out, thank you so much for listening, and any feedback is very much welcome and appreciated. Thank you so much, and I will see you probably the next one is going to be a card pull. Take care.